holiday traffic rush is ramping up big time, and so are weed sales in Ohio.
So that could lead to cases of people driving while high. WLWT News Live's Todd Dykes live for us tonight with the push to give police a tool to, if you will, blunt the impact of marijuana impaired drivers. Hi there, Todd.
Hi, Sheree and Mike. Yeah, you know, holiday parties this week may feature a new intoxicating substance. In addition to beer and wine, adults can now legally consume marijuana in cities like right here in Cincinnati. What worries police and plenty of drivers like the ones in this slow traffic behind me is that people will pop a gummy, hop in a car, and take off. Ohio's recreational weed program turns 4 months old in early December. So far, shoppers in the Buckeye State have spent $166 million on things like gummies and cannabis vape pens. That's a lot of pot, and troopers say they're seeing more drivers stoned behind the wheel.
We see the increase across the board in drug-impaired driving. We do see the marijuana or cannabis-impaired drivers increasing as well.
State Patrol Captain Christopher Ken hopes lawmakers in Columbus will soon pass a bill that would let officers do roadside mouth swabs when they think a driver is high.
Right now, there's no consequences of refusing that.
It is an absolute challenge.
Ken Kober, head of Cincinnati's Fraternal Order of Police, explained how an oral fluid test would work.
It's simply just a swab. You swab their gums, you send it off to a lab. Within 24 hours, you have the actual results. So if you believe somebody's suspected of driving impaired, this is just a verification that you'll have a lot sooner than if you were to use urine or blood.
We've seen this be implemented in other states, and they've had really good success with something like this. You know, Alabama's been doing it for a number of years now. Louisiana and New York are both doing it.
Captain Ken notes that mouth swabs are not the same as breathalyzers used to detect alcohol.
This is not a roadside test.
What's so challenging is that there's very little THC in someone's breath.
Federal researcher Kavita Jarige is part of a team trying to figure out how THC can be measured in someone's breath because she knows oral fluid testing takes time.
And that doesn't give everyone the instant answer that they would like. But what it does provide is a sample that's collected at the same time that officer stopped the person.
Christopher Ken says every bit of information about impairment helps.
The number of impaired drivers has gone up. That's what's making something like this such a big priority.
Now, the measure that would make oral fluid tests legal here in Ohio is called House Bill 230. Cindy Abrams, a former Cincinnati police officer who represents the western edge of Hamilton County, is one of the measure's primary sponsors. Reporting live downtown tonight, Todd Dykes, WLWT News 5.
Todd, thank you.